Good day, legends, and welcome to another thrilling episode of esports. I'm your host, Mkwana Sakwadi, and today we are diving into an electrifying action of Kaizer Chiefs hard fought 1-0 victory over Sekhukhune United in the Betway Premiership. Mm. Before we carry on, or before we dive in, or before we go deeper about it, I want to ask you, what were your expectations with this kind of a match, or what were you hoping that would have happened? Okay, let's carry on. So this match which took place on the January 19th, 2025, was a real roller coaster with drama, intense moments, and late goal that had fans on the edge of their seats. We're going to break down the action, the strategies, the key players, and everything that made this game one for the books. So, grab your phone, grab your remote, turn on the TV, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and sit back and relax. Okay, let's jump straight into it. So, Kaizer Chiefs came into the game knowing that they needed the 3 points after a couple of frustrating results in their previous matches. They started the game with a ton of intensity, dominating the position from the very first whistle. Stats indicate that Chiefs controlled the ball for 69% of the first half. That is possessions. So they were all over Sekhukhune. However, what was evident from the get-go was that while Kaizer Chiefs had the ball, they couldn't find the killer instant in front of goal. Okay, we saw a few close calls with George Mutlau and Wandile Duba having opportunities. So now we know that George Mutlau and Wandile Duba were trying to score, having early opportunities on. Duba in particular had a shot blocked by Sekhukune's goalkeeper, Bandra Ali Sangare, who was absolutely on fire in that first half. The goalkeeper was clearly the hero for Sekhukhune, keeping them in the game with some top class saves. That's the situation we've seen before. With Chiefs, they can dominate position, but without the finishing touch, those opportunities just slips away. So I want to ask you a question. The impact of the match, is it because of players, or is it because of the coaching? So now, Sekhukhune did manage to put up a solid defense, and I have to give a credit to them for being tough to break down. Their low block was really frustrating Chiefs attacking play. But here's the thing: position is great, but without capitalizing on it doesn't mean a thing. Chiefs had 11 shots in the first half, but couldn't get anything past Sangare. So it was like almost watching a game of chess where Chiefs were trying to find that perfect move, but Sekhukhune were defending like seasoned pros. Okay, so now let's move on to the second half. And this is where things got even more intense. Sekhukhune clearly frustrated, but were clearly frustrated by their inability to break down Chiefs' positions game, and they were getting more defense as the game went on. But it wasn't until the 84th minute that the match truly shifted. So just comment what you think happened here. I'm just gonna give you a second comment. But anyways, Lepatla, Sekhukhune's middle defender, was shown a straight red card for a reckless challenge on Chiefs Mufundo Vilagazi. That red card was a game changer, and it gave Chiefs an immediate advantage. It was a tough challenge, and I think Lepatla knew it. As soon as he made it, he lunged in. And unfortunately, his challenge left the referee with no choice but to send him off the pitch. So now, Chiefs had numbers and they started to push forward with more agency. And you could feel it. The game opened up. Chiefs saw their chance and they then struck. And that's when they struck. Just 2 minutes after the red card, Mfundo Vilakazi, who had come on as a substitute, found himself in the right place at the right time. So meaning that it's a goal. The ball was delivered into the box and he made no mistake, calmly finishing it into the far corner of the net. Boom! 1 for Chiefs, 0 for Sekhukhune. It was a beautiful, composed goal. I have to say, Vilagazi's impact off the pitch was fantastic. It was his first touch in the final third, and he made it count. That's the kind of thing you want from your substitutes. They come on, they are fresh, and they make an immediate impact. But are they recognized enough? Are they substitute recognized enough? Because someone can be bought from a certain team and just sit in the bench or in the substitute for nothing. I think there was such story back then, but yeah, I think I will check it. Now let's break down what this result really means for both teams. For Kaizer Chiefs, this victory was crucial. They had the Lions' share of position and created chances, but this win wasn't just about control. It was about patience and persistence. We saw in the second half that despite the frustrations of the first 80 minutes, they kept their heads and the red card opened up the game for them. So, what I think we are seeing from Chiefs this season is a team that's still finding its rhythm. They know that they can dominate the ball, but the next step is being more clinical with their finishing. For Sekhukhune, it's a bitter pill to swallow. Hard luck, Sekhukhune United. Hard luck, hard luck. So they were playing well defensively, and at 0-0, which is draw, they were hanging in there, making it tough for Chiefs to get that breakthrough. Then the red card, however, was a big blow. Playing with 10 men against like a team like Chiefs, is always going to be difficult. So, do you think if they were given another opportunity, like let's say Sekhukhune versus Chiefs, Sekhukhune would win? That's for you to answer. But what I will say is that Sekhukune's resilience in the first 80 minutes showed a lot of character, and they kept 11 players on the field. I believe this match could have ended differently. After the match, Chiefs assistant coach Khalil Ben Yusuf had a lot to say about the performance. He mentioned that while Chiefs had the possessions, they still needed to improve on their finishing. He also praised Vilakazi's impact, saying, "We needed to be patient. And once the red card came, we were able to capitalize on the space." So if it wasn't for the red card, this is what the coach is implying here. If it wasn't for the red card, they weren't going to score. What is your take on that? So Vilakazi's goal was a reward for our persistence. On the other hand, Sekhukune's coach, Lehlogonolo Sima, was understandably disappointed with the result. He spoke how the red card abruptly or disrupted their game plan and how playing with a man down, it made it difficult for them to sustain their attacking efforts. But if they regrouped, they would have played a different game, eh? Okay. So he said, Leshogolo Lusima said, we were in the game, but the red card changed everything. It's always hard to play with 10 men. And against a team like Kaizer Chiefs, you need every player on their field. So where do both teams go from here? For Kaizer Chiefs, the victory pushes them up the standings with more with more consistency. So for Sekhukhune United, it's a drop for them. They go below. It pushes them down. So they could be a real contender for the top spots in the league. They have some tough features ahead, but if they can maintain this level of play and tighten up their finishing, I believe they will beat a team to watch. As for Sekhukhune, this loss means they miss the chance to consolidate their position in the upper half of the table. Hard luck. Hard luck, Sekhukhune United, hard luck. But we understand where you're coming from and we're proud of you. Yeah, we're proud of you. Even though it's a loss, but we're proud of you. But they've shown enough quality to know that they can bounce back from this. With their solid defense setup, they can take pride in their resilience. But next time, they will need to be more clinical in attack and ensure they avoid unnecessary red cards. And that's a wrap for today's match review of Kaizer Chiefs 1-0 win over Sekhukhune United. It was a game of highs and lows, and Chiefs came out on the top. So, before I carry on, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. So, thanks to a well-timed goal from Fundo Vilagazi as well. And as always, thank you for tuning in to esports. Be sure to follow us on our social media platforms for the latest updates, match reviews, and everything you need to know about the world of South African football and other global football like La Liga and other features. And until next time, I'm Mokone Sakwati signing out, and we'll catch you soon with more exciting football action. Love you. Peace. I'm out.